Don't look away. Today we'll be talking about what I wish I would have known before I started my business. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Massage Mentor channel. I apologize I haven't been around making these YouTube videos lately. It has been a crazy couple of months for me. This video is going to discuss 4 things that if I had a time machine I would go back and discuss with the younger version of myself. Before we get into those topics, I would like to ask you to hit the subscribe button if you haven't done that already. Also, throughout this video, if there's things you like, things you don't like, if something comes onto mind that you want to hear, please comment that in the section below and we'll talk about that. So let's just dive right into it. The first thing that I would tell myself is not to downplay the many hats that you'll have to wear. You're going to be the CEO, the sales department, customer service, janitorial, marketing, as well as many other hats. You may think that you're great at customer service until the time comes where you have to do customer service and you realize how much you hate it. And know that you have to do these tasks regularly. If you let one of them slip, it'll just compound and get harder for you to get caught back up again. My suggestion is if there are things that you're not great at, try to outsource them or work on them. There are plenty of different YouTube videos out there on the different topics, and like anything, it just takes time to get good at them. My second thought is free time may become a thing of the past. It's easy when you work for someone else to leave the job for the day and just forget about your work. But when you have the time, the money, your future is invested in the business, you don't have the time to give to other things. What I would recommend to help fix that situation is to have a schedule set. So if you want to work 10 to 6, work 10 to 6. If you want to work 2 to 8, work 2 to 8. Try your very best not to work over that time. I know it's not an easy thing to do, but if you don't schedule yourself free time, you are going to drive yourself crazy. My third point is that it is a feast or famine cycle. You'll be doing great for 3 months, then next month you'll have no sales, and that can drive you absolutely nuts. You have to plan for these ebbs and flows, save money, try not to spend the money as you get it. The other part of the problem is if you're neglecting some of the different hats that you're supposed to be wearing, that can also cause those ebb and flows. You have to do everything consistently and to the best of your ability. You want to make sure that you're setting time to market. You want to set time to sell your product. You want time to produce your product. You have to put time aside to do customer support. And lastly, put some time aside for accounting, your overhead, your billing. Also with that feast and famine cycle, it's always good to take a look to make sure that you're charging the proper amount. Make sure what you're charging can cover all your expenses, your rent, your utilities, any extra employee expenses, and you still have to have enough to cover your bills plus maybe some extra. Now the last point is probably the hardest one to swallow, and that is sometimes you may envy those people that have those 9-to-5 jobs or those salaried jobs or those hourly wage jobs. You're going to see your friends and your family on their Instagrams or their Facebooks or their Twitters taking extravagant vacations because they can get paid while they're off, or they'll have their sick days. And that's not easy sometimes to see, especially when you're first starting out, because you are married to your business. I'd say at least the first couple years, maybe the first 3 years that you're in business for yourself. What helped me get through this is to think about, if I was an employee, I'd still be wondering what if I didn't start this business, and I would be struggling as an employee as well, because I'd want to see how this would go. Also, you have to understand that you have so much more flexibility. I can come and go as I please. Like I said, having a rigid schedule is great. Once you're in business for yourself for a while, you can start, no pun intended, massaging your schedule to fix what you need to have done. You also, for the most part, are in total control of your own money. So if you want to make more money, you just work a couple more hours or you find more clients. If you don't want to work so hard next week, you just schedule some blocks in your days, and you can spend that time on your social advertising or networking. I mean, there are so many perks to working for yourself. These 4 things are just doubts that will sink in, especially in the beginning, knowing that once you go through all these trivial things and everything is worthwhile, that makes all those ebbs and flows worth it. So what I'm saying is, don't give up. Those thoughts and those doubts, they're normal. Don't wait for that right time, because the right time is never going to come. Make your plan now. Figure out how you're going to execute that plan, and just go out and do it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I also hope it gave you some insight on what to expect if you're going to be starting your own business, and maybe even gave you some motivation to stop being an employee and start being a boss. Again, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe below. And also, if there was something I missed or something you don't agree with, please put it in the comments. I would be happy to have a discussion with you. And if you have any ideas for future content, please comment that as well. Have a great day.